Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Gamer Couple. My name's Sam, and as always, I'll be joined by 80 for today's video. Today we're going to be showing you guys a ton of pro tips for Season 7 to give you some major advantages in game. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right on into it. Coming in at number 10, we have an insane new technique to land way before everyone else. If you guys didn't know, when diving out of the battle bus, you can actually drop onto a zipline and then jump off of it for no fall damage. This means that anytime you're going to land in an area with ziplines above it, you'll be able to land way faster than anyone else. We tested this technique at the big sled outside of Shifty Shafts, and when dropping here normally, it took 15 seconds to land on the roof of the house. We then tested this exact same drop with the Zipline Method, and it only took 10 seconds to land on the roof of the house. That means that anytime you use this trick, you'll be able to land a solid 5 seconds faster than anyone else. We wanted to give a huge shout out to our friend Lix for showing us this tip. Links to his socials will be in the description below.
Coming in at number 9, we have the easiest way to get kills in Season 7. Planes have been a crazy addition to Fortnite, and they're incredibly strong in so many ways. But what a lot of people don't know is that stealing these planes from another player is extremely easy and can give you tons of free kills. To do this, you'll need to get your own plane. Now fly around until you see another player flying as well. Now boost directly up until you reach the sky limit and then jump out. You'll now have tons of free time to free dive and redeploy as much as you want. From here, you're going to glide right onto the other player's plane. This will allow you to shoot them from the wing with almost no counter at all. This technique allows for some super easy kills and looks really awesome. You can also do the same technique with a grappler, launch pad, or a rift. There's one counter to this tip, and it's actually really simple. If someone is trying to glide onto your plane, all you have to do is jump out. It kinda sucks to lose your plane, but it's definitely better than getting one pumped with no counter.
Coming in at number 8, we have all the new ways to heal while moving. Season 7 has brought us 3 new ways to heal while moving, and these are incredibly useful in game. The first way to heal while moving is to use ziplines. When landing at a plane spawn, you can loot the bunker and then take the zipline to the next area. While ziplining, feel free to pop some shields to save a few seconds while looting. The next way to heal while moving is by using the new planes. Whenever you're flying a plane, you can simply switch seats and then heal on the wing. This does leave you vulnerable to fire, but this is a great way to heal while rotating or while outrunning the storm. The last way to heal while moving is by using the icy areas. If you land at the old Greasy Grove, you can slide around the ice lake and heal on the go. This is amazing for early game and saving time while looting.
Coming in at number 7, we have using the planes to one-shot supply drops. Now this is one of the best tips in all of Season 7, and it's incredibly overpowered. As you guys know, when boosting in a plane, you can destroy all kinds of different builds. But what a lot of people don't know is that you can actually boost right through a supply drop. In solos, the supply drops have 500 health. In duos, they have 750, and in squads, they have 1250. Usually trying to shoot these down takes time, ammo, and lets any nearby players know exactly where you are. But with the planes, you can just simply boost right into them to make them drop immediately. This is a very strong technique that will help you or your squad get looted up super quick. The best way that we found to do this is to have one person jump out as soon as you boost into the drop. This will allow one person to loot the drop while the other person turns around to pick them up again. We discovered this tip while playing with our friend Lix, and we definitely wanted to give him credit on this tip as well. Links to his socials will be in the description below.
Wait, why was if you crash into the drop? Actually, I want to see. You lie to me! It does do something.
Coming in at number 6, we have the 2 balloon 1x1. With the recent changes to balloons, you can do all kinds of amazing stuff. You take no fall damage with only 1 balloon, you move 30% faster around the map with 1 balloon, and you can even have amazing mobility with balloons in areas like tilted towers. But one of our favorite new uses for them is the 2 balloon 1x1. When using 2 balloons, you can jump 6 stories high extremely fast. This means that if you jump straight up and build walls around you, you can instantly build a 1x1 6 stories high. This also allows you to save materials in the middle of the 1x1 as well. Balloons are super underrated, and we're really excited to see how pros use them in late game scrims for retaking the high ground. So if you're someone who generally passes on picking up balloons, mess around with them for a bit in Playground and you'll see how useful they can really be.
Coming in at number 5, we have jumping on a zipline to make yourself harder to hit. The ziplines have been an amazing addition to Fortnite, but it's very easy to get lasered or sniped while using them. Instead, if you jump constantly while taking the zipline, you become much harder to hit. This does make you a tad bit slower, but makes you almost impossible to snipe and way harder to hit with an AR. Don't be afraid to shoot back while on the zipline as well. This can make the enemy play safer, take fewer shots, and overall alleviate some of the pressure. So next time you're using a zipline and start getting shot at, remember to jump constantly and fire back. This makes you unpredictable and much safer while using it.
Coming in at number 4, we have emoting on a plane to make yourself harder to hit. Now this tip originated when they first added golf carts to Fortnite. You could use emotes like Flippin' Sexy or the Worm to give you crazy advantages while riding on the cart. Now in Season 7, this is 100% the same. When standing still on the wing of a plane, you're actually really easy to hit. But if you do emotes like the Worm or Flippin' Sexy, you become almost impossible to hit. This lays down your character completely on the wing, and from below you can barely even see that anyone's on the plane. This doesn't only work with those two emotes, but they're definitely the best for this technique. Any emote that has lots of movement or changes your hitbox will work just as well.
Coming in at number 3, we have being overly aggressive while flying planes. Right now, you don't get punished at all for using the plane recklessly. That means you can smash directly into players, builds, and even the ground with little to no consequences. One of the craziest things to do with the plane is just to smash into someone's build fight or 1x1. This will usually send a player flying, leading to an elimination from fall damage, or at least do 40 damage just from the hit itself. Shooting at players while they're fighting will fluster them, burn out tons of their materials, and give you the advantage if you decide to jump out and fight afterwards. You're also incredibly hard to hit while flying, so don't be afraid to be aggressive. We definitely think that planes need a bit of a rework, but this is by far the best way to use them in the current state of the game.
Coming in at number 2, we have an awesome new way to move across the icy areas faster. As you guys know, the icy areas mimic what the old freeze traps used to do. With freeze traps, you could gain a crazy amount of speed by going down a hill or by going down a ramp. This is no different with the new icy areas, except it's a lot easier to do. Whenever stepping onto the ice, simply build a ramp and then jump at the top of it. Now rotate your ramp midair and land onto it backwards. This will give you an insane amount of speed and allow you to move across this area much faster. When crossing the lake normally without this ramp jump, it takes 15 seconds. But when using this ramp jump, it only takes 9. This can be really good for rotations early game or when outrunning the storm.
Finally, coming in at number 1, we have a bunch of smaller tips that weren't big enough to get their own spot. The first is to use the zipline system early game for some low pressure loot routes. A lot of the zipline areas go to 4 different locations, allowing for some really fast, low pressure loot routes. The zipline route outside of soccer field allows you to get maximum wood, multiple chests, and even a plane. The ziplines aren't super popular to land at, so this is a great way to start some of your matches. The next tip we have is that planes negate all fall damage. Now this tip is super situational, but could definitely save you if the opportunity presented itself. No matter how high you build, if you jump off and land onto a plane while pressing interact, it'll stop you from taking fall damage completely. The next little tip we have is flying your plane high or around the map to make it last longer. When flying your plane up high, ARs only do about 25 damage per shot, so most of the time, players won't waste the time or ammo trying to shoot you down. This also works the same when flying your plane low and around the map. Staying on the outskirts will allow you to travel without your plane taking any damage. Unfortunately, zones don't usually go to the outskirts, so this tip is situational. The last tip that we have is using the planes as rifts. A lot of people don't like using vehicles in Fortnite, but the planes can be used the same way as a rift. To do this, fly straight up into the air until the plane stalls out. Once you're at max height, jump out and you'll be just as high as if you took a rift. This is an awesome way to rotate, and it's a great alternative if you don't like flying planes. Anyway guys, it's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this video. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button down below. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to never miss a Fortnite video or live stream. If you want to stay up to date with us, our Twitter, Discord, Instagram, and Twitch are in the description. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.